A Charlotte firefighter out of the hospital and at home recovering after being rescued this morning. Part of a home collapsed on top of him. Thanks for joining us here live at 5 o'clock. I'm Jamie Bull.
And I'm Caroline Hicks. This 3-alarm fire started near Blakeney in South Charlotte. That firefighter was trapped for a short time under rubble at the home on South Ledger Court. That's between Ardrey Kell and Ray Roads.
WBTV's Ron Lee is live for us tonight. Now, Ron, you talked to people who saw the rescue. How did they say the firefighter looked?
Yeah, Jamie, that's exactly right. One woman that I talked to who actually saw the firefighter being evac said he looked to be in pretty rough shape. The good news is that we got late word this afternoon from Fire Command that firefighter should be okay. It's a word nobody wants to hear, let alone be forced to say. A firefighter trapped in a burning building with no way out.
Rescue Command send the whole company to the rescue company, which is all the way on the back side of the building. Dennis, I got you some help coming.
A garage fire broke out at this home around 1:30 Tuesday morning, but when part of the building collapsed, rescue crews found themselves in its path.
Still digging to try to get him out.
After 20 agonizing minutes, crews were able to pull him to safety.
Yeah, I got my hands on him. He's free.
He looked like he was in distress. He looked like he was in a rough place.
Sarah Jones lives a couple of houses away and saw the firefighter being medevaced out. She said her husband grabbed the garden hose and did what he could to keep the flames at bay.
It really was like volcanic ash just floating through.
As the smoke cleared Tuesday morning, neighbors were able to assess the gravity of what happened.
There were fire trucks all around the neighborhood.
Ray Luna was out here when the fire happened and says he was worried the flames would spread to other homes.
Because I wasn't sure if it was going to be moving to the houses behind me.
I feel like I can do something.
Karen Burgess lives down the road from the scene of the fire and wanted to help out by buying food for hungry rescue crews.
We need to appreciate our firefighters and police officers. And when something like this happens, we need to be there for them.
Now, I have been in contact with Fire Command, and even though that firefighter has been released from the hospital and should be okay, we have no word on when he's actually going to be returning to duty. From Ballantyne, I'm Ron Lee, WBTV, on your side.
All right, Ron, thank you. Well,